thought you pointed at me. My bad.
It's all good. Well, all right, folks, back again that time of the week for your Kentucky Hot Brown Boys podcast. I'm your host, Jerry Saylor, as always, in the studio with my two best friends in the whole wide world. We're talking about Leopard Slope and Dusty B.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up?
What up?
Hey, Dusty B.
And, of course, not to be confused with anybody else, Chubby Friendly.
Hey. You say it's the usual time.
Yeah.
But, like, we do 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Is
Yeah,
there
we're all
a
over the
usual
place.
time?
Any time we go live, it's that time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I get that. Dude, it took a lot of motivation to get out here today.
Really? What happened?
Me too, because I got Red Dead Redemption.
That's
you got it too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got it installed.
Am I the only person that doesn't have Red Dead Redemption 2 now?
Yeah.
I don't have it yet.
Yes, in the studio?
No, I would be there playing it if I would have gotten it.
Yeah.
I've got to give you credit.
Yeah. Because I just got it installed. I got about 20 minutes into the game.
Yeah, me
Getting
too,
into
man.
the story. Are you still in the winter?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Dude, it literally took forever to install.
Oh, I know.
What edition did you buy? Did you buy?
I just got standard disc.
I bought the special edition because that's all I had when I picked it up.
Yeah.
So I was like, I guess I'll buy the special edition.
I don't think you wasted your money. I really thought about it.
Yeah.
I really thought about it. But I walked in the store. My daughter and I were running late because she had a dance to get to. I walked in the store. It was right there. I wasn't fucking around, so I just picked it up, went to the register, and
Got
bought
out.
it. Yeah,
Bounced. Did you come with yours? Come with 2 discs or just
Yes,
one?
2
Okay,
discs.
Cool. So
Yeah.
Now, I know he's got it for PS4.
You saw his.
Yeah, I saw his. But now,
I got it for PS4 as well.
PS4.
Yeah, of
so
course.
one of you guys gonna let me borrow it, right?
Yeah.
we need
Yeah,
the disc to
okay.
play it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You got
So-
the disc, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So,
I'm just kidding.
Maybe.
I'll bring the first disc over. Then you
Yeah.
can preload it.
Yeah.
yeah, that'll work.
You get like the first 40 gigs.
Yeah.
I'll get like some no CD crack or something like old school
Did you have
Windows
to?
shit.
Did you have to delete stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. So did I.
And I had to delete GTA 5.
That's
And I
lame.
know,
It's
but I
worth
don't have PlayStation Plus right now. And the only there's a cross unlocks you can get weapons and missions and online.
Yeah.
But that's the only crossover that they're doing.
Online's not
Yeah.
live
as
yet,
far
though.
huh?
Online's not live
Right,
yet, though,
not yet.
But it's going to be, and it's going to be awesome.
Dude, for
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption 1, the online was super fun.
Oh
It
yeah.
was really good.
And
It came out
GTA
like around the same time like GTA 4?
Red Dead
Was starting to
Redemption
do
2
online?
it came out a long time ago. Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption
Or
1.
1, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to
I
say
was thinking
1.
Red Dead Revolver.
2010 is when it came out.
Yeah.
Red Dead Revolver came out in like 2003,
Yeah, that was on PlayStation 2.
2004, something like that. Because I remember playing it in high school, and that was a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing like Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, no.
But
Yeah.
it's good.
Red Dead Redemption was one of those games that was so long, I never did finish it.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Because I did so much extra stuff.
Yeah.
Just
That's the fun of the
riding
game.
around and stuff, yeah.
I
Yeah.
never finished.
Okay,
I went to
so-
Mexico, and that was it.
That's as far as I
wow.
got. I went to Mexico. And I
Guys,
was like,
you have a lot.
I've
of
already
games.
played it for like
Yeah.
40 hours,
Yeah.
and I just now making it to Mexico. No, I'm good. I'm going to put it down for a while.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I finished it, and this game is not a continuation. It's actually a prequel
Prequel, yeah.
to Red Dead Redemption. And like it starts out, you see John
Marston.
Marsden get the scratches on his face, which is how you start out.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, did you play that mission?
Scratches on his face.
You rescue him from a mountaintop, from a cliff,
yeah.
and he just got scratched by
But
wolves
It was like
or
a
something.
wolf, yeah.
Yeah.
You need to like kill off all the wolves that are chasing him. Yeah.
Interesting.
Dude, this game is.
I didn't really realize that. I didn't realize that was really him.
And that's because you start Red Dead Redemption and he's already got the scratches.
Yep.
Yeah.
And people ask him about it, and like as you're rescuing him and riding away, he's like, "Man, we got to come up with a better story of how you got those scars."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, getting locked on the stranded at the top of a mountain and attacked by wolves ain't cool enough."
Nope.
He's like, "No."
Well, just like say you guys suck
Yeah.
for having the game.
Yeah.
No,
It's pretty
it's
good.
not. I'm just
far.
butthurt and jealous. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
already getting like
It already got 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10
It's
from
almost
like
got
everybody.
perfect reviews from
Yeah.
like people who
I'll buy it
review
in like
games.
3 or 4 years when it's like $10 at GameStop.
No, man, there's so much you can do in the game.
I know, but
there's
that's-
like
that's the thing.
2,000 species of animals.
There's
and-
just it's too much for me to do. Like I get a hook. Like right now, I'm playing Fallout 4, and it's all I can think about from the time I wake up
Really?
to the time I go to bed.
Fallout
It's
4, really?
I did
Yeah.
not
Nice.
like Fallout
Yeah,
4.
I love Fallout 4.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good game.
It's another one of those ones that you never run out of stuff.
Yeah, there's always something to do.
Speaking of which, we should
Yes.
introduce our...
I keep waiting for a little segue there. But yes, we do have a very special guest tonight, bringing us back straight off our 3-month YouTube ban. We got he's a pretty big deal, folks. I'm not going to lie. He is James Ernest from the Grueling Truth Podcast. What's up, man?
Not too much.
Tell us a little bit about the Grueling Truth.
The Grueling Truth is a network of podcasts, and we are on most formats: Spreaker, iHeartRadio, and of course we have our website, thegruelingtruth.net. And with that, we have hosts all the way from California to England, and we do you name the sport. We boxing, football, basketball,
Hot dog eating contests.
yeah. Actually, that's one of the few things we haven't had on yet. But no, we've had
Gotcha.
we've had Olympic athletes. We've had Hall of Famers in several different sports. It's been great, and we've had some of the more obscure, like with the wrestling or with the Pan Am Olympic Games. So nice mixture.
Nice.
I see you got a shirt representing
Yes.
your... Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I like
Where's our
that.
shirts?
Usually I wear a KYHBB
Yeah,
shirt,
I have a
but
couple.
They won't embroider dick and balls on the shirts. Like
Yeah.
If I can find somebody to embroider dick and balls on a shirt,
We used
I
to
would
get a
have it.
signature like Gavin Belson in the shape
Yeah.
of a giant dick.
So how did you get started with the Grueling Truth?
Originally, we were an arena football team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of an odd thing to go from arena football team to being a sports network.
Did you play arena football?
No.
No.
No, I did the
I was gonna
marketing,
say.
I did the scouting, I did a little
For
bit
who?
of everything. Oh, for the Northern Kentucky River Monsters.
River Monsters. Ah, so
BB&T Arena,
yeah.
Jared Lorenzen.
Yeah, I was gonna
the-
say
the
Pillsbury
world's-
Throwboy.
The world's largest quarterback, yes.
Yeah, poor
Yeah.
guy. I feel
It has
bad
been
for
rough
him.
on him.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's had some health issues, but
He was
Yeah.
on ESPN a little bit ago. I felt bad for him.
But
He's
then-
a really nice guy.
oh
too.
yeah, he was a nice fella, and I mean he did a great job. The first season that we had him in 2000, I want to say 2011
Yeah.
or 2014, something like that. When we had him, he was doing amazing things. I mean, he was about 320, and he could still run like a
No
deer.
joke.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The problem was the second time around, and he even knew the problem going into the season. He's like, yeah, I don't want to run because someone's going to take out my legs. And of course, during the second game, the first home game, he runs, someone takes out his legs, and then the season went downhill from there. But the nice thing is, we had a nice fellow from semi-pro, AD. I forget AD's last name, but he always went by AD. And he was able to step in and get us into the playoffs still.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a Super Bowl ring now
Exactly. Oh, yeah, Jared. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jared definitely
with the Giants, right?
had a great career. Yeah, I mean, I've talked to Giant scouts before when we were scouting for the arena teams or when hosting the show and all and covering UC football, and they all still say to the man that he had the best arm in Giants history. So not Phil Simms, not Eli Manning, Jared Lorenzen. It's just Jared, the playbook and
Yeah.
then the health issues.
Yeah.
So you got into podcasting or broadcasting from...
From being a scout.
Oh, you were a scout for the
Yeah.
River City...
Or the Northern
River
Kentucky
Monsters.
River Monsters, yes. And then we were the Northern Kentucky Nightmare. And
The show?
No, we had a football team
Oh,
as
okay.
well. But that team was only a road team, so that was kind of an odd season. I mean, just imagine never having a home game, never having the crowd in your favor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, we were the perpetual bad guys. In theory, it's supposed to be a home-and-home series, well, with teams we just did a away and away or, that kind of thing.
So where did you get into broadcasting?
Oh, right afterwards, Mike Goodpasture, who owns the network, who was the head coach of the River Monsters, said, hey, you've already got credentials for UC. Why don't you do a UC show? And then it was, hey, you went to Northern Kentucky University. Why don't you do a Northern Kentucky University basketball show? And it just kind of built from there.
Wow. So were you doing a radio broadcast or always podcast?
Always podcast.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah,
Podcast is the way to go.
Yeah,
exactly. I
love
agree
it.
with you. It's really nice. It's more freedom. There's more choices. There's more things you can do.
Okay.
Don't
Do you
worry about all the corporate stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Advertising and
Right.
all that.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, advertising pays off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's some good advertising.
Audible.com.
Audibletrial.com/KYHBB. Sign up for your free trial available today. Get 30 days free and a free download.
PrisonPlanet.tv. Is your show mainly interviews?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the majority of them. I mean, I do a couple, like the UC show and the NKU show are more like this, where it's, two people discussing the sport, and then we'll have a guest.
Okay.
But 90% of what I do is I'll have a guest on for Major League Lacrosse, or I'll have someone who was a former NFL athlete, or an author. I get a lot of authors. I've had probably about 80 of them, or an MMA professional, usually from Bellator, and they'll come on and they'll discuss with us just what goes into their craft, what got them to become a professional.
Who's the best fighter? Yeah, sorry, I cut you.
Okay, no, go ahead.
The problem with the best fighter I've had is one, I can't actually say her name correctly. The Polish champion, Joanne.
Oh, really? Joanne or whatever?
Yeah, I was going to say, you try it, because I'm not even going to...
Howana Shevchenko. I can't say her last name, but I know what you're talking about.
Dude, I have a hard enough time with Shevchenko.
Yeah. Yeah. So you had her on your show.
Yeah, she was
pretty
great.
Nice?
Oh, yeah, really
was
nice.
Was it over, the phone?
Yeah, over the phone. Yeah, I think she was back home at Poland at the time. So I've had her, Javier Alice.
It'd be hard not to just, stare at her, if she was...
if she was there, that would be nice. Yes.
She's good. She's pretty good
attractive.
looking. Yeah.
But yeah, her, Dan Severn obviously would be on the top of my list.
Oh, you had him?
Dan Severn is the nicest guy.
Really?
Oh my gosh, yeah, he will talk your ear off.
That's awesome. I would like that.
Yeah, he's just such a...
You got his number?
But yeah, he's a great one. Let's see, Frank Shamrock was really fun having him on.
Was he cool?
Yeah, Frank's cool. Yeah, Frank, he's doing a lot of charity work, so that's what kind of he focuses on when I have him on the show. Yeah. And then Dan focuses on, he's always doing something. I mean, he's, I don't know, probably late 60s, and Dan just is constantly going, coaching, training. Actually, there's a topic that you all would probably like, and I don't want to assume or stereotype, but Dan is a proponent for marijuana.
How did I know it? I knew he was going to say it.
Yeah. Dan really actually is very in favor of that topic because of the medical aspects of it, not for the fun aspects of it. I think he's more into pill form. But yeah, he is a big proponent for it.
Speaking of marijuana, I know we don't talk about this enough on the show, but did you guys see
the Arizona senator?
The Arizona senator.
Yeah.
He ate the gummy bear. And then they didn't show him while he was high or anything.
Right.
They showed him 24 hours later,
right.
And he was like, "Look, it was awesome."
Yeah. Everybody should do this.
Yeah, everybody should. If you're on the fence about it, just try it. It'll change your mind. You'll love it. It's great.
And then what I think he was calling out was the fact that a lot of people that are going to be passing the legislation,
the people who are against it have never done it.
Right.
Exactly.
So that's what he was calling out, basically, is that. But he seemed like he was on his way out. He's not going to be in politics, or he's ending his political career.
Well, maybe he can get it passed through, and that'll be his...
Arizona's already got it.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
His legacy.
Legacy, thank you.
Legacy, yeah. That'd be his grand finale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was really perplexed by that, because he seemed to just be fed up with it all. But I guess he was from Utah, and I'm sure
was he Utah or Arizona?
He was from Utah,
but he went to Arizona
or Las Vegas.
Yeah, he went to Nevada. Yeah, where it's legal. Yeah.
Did I say Arizona senator when I started?
Yeah, you did.
I'm sorry. He's from Utah.
It's okay.
Cool. Yeah.
I didn't read too much into it.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
hey, that old dude's gonna eat a weed gummy bear.
I don't know why I was thinking Arizona.
That's a great story.
Yeah. But yeah, I was like, why? I guess the political climate for his state is probably a little taxing on him. But
yeah, I can't imagine Utah being a fun state.
Yeah, but I think
by any means,
the focus of his experiment or whatever was saying that the people that shoot it down, the people that are against it, are
people
coming
that have
from
never experienced it.
Right,
yeah,
but they're coming from a hysterical kind of argument that this is going to lead to, all these like terrible things.
Exactly. It's a gateway to,
the reefer madness, if you will.
Oh, which is the best.
Yeah.
Because, of course, that history that they tried to, was it Nixon or somebody like that, tried to link marijuana and Latino people and try to blame a lot of the problems, and neither one is a problem.
Neither one's an issue, but you tie them together enough times and scream about it, and people get scared.
Exactly.
Yeah, the fear campaign. And I think that's what he was like trying to crack the facade.
I think he did a great job.
I think he did a great job too.
I wish more politicians would do stuff like that.
And that's why I was like, well, the kind of bummer is he was cleaning up his office in the final video.
Yeah.
And like he's like, I'm done with this, and I'm on my way out. But
he's like going out with a bang.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I hope so. I hope he goes out with a bang, and it's not like I'm out of this, so I'm going to just like kind of raise a middle finger and be like, you all are crazy, and I'm out.
Yeah.
Deuces.
Yeah.
I hate you. You're cool. I'm out.
I'm out.
Yeah. Later.
So speaking of relative news stories, I seen earlier today that people are going to like start petitioning to get the date of Halloween changed.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? For what?
Think about this now. I don't know when they're going to try to change it to. I don't know why they want to change it. I just saw that it's going to be a thing that they want to change the date of Halloween.
It's going to be like last Friday a month or something.
Yeah, that could be a good idea.
Yeah.
If they do it like
exactly
that.
what I was thinking.
Literally call it Black Friday and then change the one in November to like
that would be
Narcoleptic Friday.
Like, don't get me wrong. I'm all about having Halloween on October 31st because it's always been on October 31st.
Right.
But it really sucks when it's in the middle of the week.
It does suck.
When you've got kids and they got to go trick-or-treating.
You can't go out and have fun. You can't party.
You can't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Make it like the last Saturday in October.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to thinking about it. I was like, Thanksgiving's not on a set day.
Right.
It's always
the last
Thursday in November.
Mm-hmm.
Why not just have Halloween?
I think Easter is too, right?
Yeah, Easter.
Yeah, Easter's not on a set day.
Yeah.
Labor Day.
Labor Day's not on a set day.
Yeah.
It's always like what?
Tuesday. Well, it's a Tuesday, but it's the first.
No, Labor Day's on Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Monday. Sorry.
Like you got Labor
I was thinking
Day,
Election Day.
Memorial Day,
which is
all
coming
that.
up.
Yeah, even Election Day. Go vote.
Yeah, I was gonna say
go for Joe.
Go for Joe.
But I think that would make so much sense.
Yeah.
To like who cares?
Right.
Like there's all these other holidays. Like really the only holidays that fall on like the same day every year. Christmas, New Year's,
4th of July.
4th of July. Yeah.
That's a gimme right there.
Yeah.
That's a given.
It'd be hard to change that when it's in the name.
Yeah. There's actually people on the internet that are like, "Hey, what day is 4th of July on this year?"
Yeah.
It's like the 4th of July.
I like it. What was it? Remember when they had the eclipse last year, and the lady was like, "Oh," someone made an event on Facebook, and somebody was like, "Oh, can we change this?
Yeah.
This is the day the kids get back to school." Someone was like, "Did this lady just ask to reschedule the sun?"
People kill me, man.
Yeah.
Ignorance is just unacceptable. I can't stand that.
Yeah.
But I really think that if we change the date of Halloween, it would be a lot more enjoyable.
And you could keep the 31st.
Observed. Have it be
right.
October 31st, Halloween, observed.
Trick or treating
on
Saturday.
Yeah,
exactly.
Saturday.
And they're already kind of changing it now. They're doing a lot of the trunk or treats a week or two before.
Me started on the trunk or treats.
Like everybody does the trunk or treats, and I think it's a good way for kids to get out and mingle with other kids and stuff like that.
You mingle with kids doing corn trick or treating. What are you talking about?
But it's just another experience.
Well, no, trick or treating is more of an intense. You're just going out and you're getting the candy.
Right.
Trunk or treat, you can be more lackadaisical and you can interact more. Trick or treating, you're on a mission.
Yeah.
At least when we were kids, we were on a mission. You try to get as many houses you could get. You didn't talk to nobody.
Right.
You might have waved at somebody, but you weren't gonna be walking along having a conversation. No, you get to the next house as quick as you can.
And try to do laps.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the best. Yeah, because then on the way back around the second or the third lap, you know who's got the good candy, so you know where it's good to stop again. But the problem is, of course, when you have the good candy, it disappears during the first lap. So then you stop around in the second one, and you can't go to them and say, "Hey, you had full-size candy bars, Snicker bars the first time around, and now you have Dum Dum Suckers." What happened?
You got them dumb strawberry things.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
peanut butter taffy.
Yeah.
How old were you when you stopped going trick or treating?
I was getting ready to ask.
Man.
Yeah.
I was living in Independence. I was probably maybe a freshman. I want to say maybe
Maybe a freshman?
Yeah.
What about you, James?
Yeah, same thing about a freshman. I had a sister that was 3 years younger, so she was still going trick-or-treating as long as she did. Had to go with her.
Right on. What about you, Dusty? How old were you?
I think last year I went with the homies, just like sophomore year.
So we're all about the same.
Yeah.
When you start going to parties, it's when you stop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I know I was driving at the time, so I was either 16 or 17.
Yeah.
But I know I went again after that. I had to be at least 18 or 19.
I went with Angie like 4 or 5 times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We were like, screw it, let's just get candy.
Yeah. The reason I went is I was dating a girl, and I think she was like 23, 24, something like that. It was that Angie chick that used to work at Steak and Shake.
Yeah.
She was way older than me, and she wanted to go. So I was just like, fuck it, let's go. So like we went, I got a bunch of candy, we went back, we partied, we ate all the candy, and then that was the end of the story.
Thanks for the candy.
You know what I messed up I saw on Reddit today? Somebody made like a video about, the Jimmy Kimmel Halloween candy challenge thing.
Yeah, I did that.
What, make your kids
Make
cry?
your kids cry?
Yeah. And somebody was like, hey man, this is really messed up, and he like did a sketch like with him and a buddy where basically like pointing out the the evilness of the like the wrongness of it.
Yeah.
But like calling it out, and I'm like, man, like that, I don't know, man, like it seemed like it was going a little bit too far. Like, we all get that it's like a mean thing to do. It's a prank. Yeah. And you do it to children, which is...
I do it to my kids every year, and they fall for it every year.
The first year you did it was great, because they started bawling. And you're like, I'm just kidding. They're like, okay.
Sitting there eating chicken nuggets, bawling their eyes out. As soon as I was like, yeah, I'm just kidding, they were like, oh, dip the nugget, eat the nugget. Back to being good. What was what?
What was the thing that you did to them?
Oh, I told them I ate all their candy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
How long has Kimmel been doing that for now?
Oh, years.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
But my kids fall for
at least
it every
4
year.
years.
And they should know, but they can't help it. Just the thought of me eating all their candy. What doesn't help is like I save all their wrappers from the night before, and then of course I'll have some after they get to bed. I save all the wrappers and I take all their candy out of their bag. And then just put the wrappers back in there, and then wait for them to be like, "Hey, can we have some candy?" I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead." And they'll grab it, and they'll be like, "Where's all our candy?" And we're like, "Look, I hate to tell you this, but me and Mommy sat down last night. We ate all your candy.
Nice.
Our bellies hurt. We ate so much." And it just every year it's the same thing. Just turn on the faucet and let the tears roll for a good 5-10 minutes, and then you let them in.
You got 2 new ones you can do too.
Oh, I know. They have no clue.
They don't.
Yeah,
that's
crazy. But
yeah, I just thought that was like messed up. Or, like, don't demonize a good thing. Like, don't make it not fun.
That's how everything is anymore. Though.
I know.
Nothing can be fun.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to ruin
something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Apparently, you can't mail pipe bombs in the mail anymore either.
Yeah, like, what's wrong with that?
Yeah. Back in the day, you used to mail them all the time. Nobody batted an eye.
Not like any of them went off. I mean, what's the big deal?
Were they even real? Like, were they even loaded? Like, were they actually like going to go off? Like, could they have gone off?
I guess
think
they could have. Yeah.
Even
if they couldn't have gone off, I mean, that's still like
just the idea
illegal.
of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was wondering, like, did he just like mail like just 2 little pipes with the little caps with a little timer on?
No, it had like a cell phone or something like duct taped around it or something.
Yeah.
I guess that was like how it was going to detonate or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't read too much into it, but I know he's a Florida man.
Yeah, Florida man
strikes again.
Yeah, somebody said at the office, like, Florida man mailed pipe bombs. I'm like, Florida man strikes again. And everybody's like, what? I'm like, it's always Florida man.
This is where we need Alex Jones too. Like, this is where we start to miss him, because like right now you'd be screaming like false flag.
People are already screaming false flag.
Yeah, but we need Alex Jones to do it.
Yeah, he's the king of false flags.
Yeah,
that's for sure. You ever listen to Alex Jones?
No, never.
Yeah, I don't really listen to him either, but I like watching highlight videos of him just going nuts.
Yeah,
they're great, man.
Oh,
Black Hawk helicopters.
Gay frogs. Yeah.
Turning the frogs gay.
Yeah. Fluoride in the water. Turning the frogs gay.
What's the website?
PrisonPlanet.tv.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
Infowars.com.
Yeah, PrisonPlanet.tv.
You got to do it in his voice, though.
Yeah. Oh, but Dusty B does it better.
All right.
PleasantPlanet.com.
Yeah.
Infowars.tv. Black Hawk helicopters.
I was just like, when he goes, Black Hawk helicopters! Fluoride and water turn the frogs gay! I'm a man!
He's such
I eat meat!
Oh man, I saw
women!
I saw a great meme of him, and like it's him and a bunch of hims photoshopped, and they're all like kind of striking like a walking pose, and it's in like an alley, and it says, "You're in the wrong town, globalist."
Did you ever see when he was walking around the streets? I think it was like it was like New York or something. Some dude came up, like poured his whole like hot coffee like all down the front of him, and it was like, dude, it was all over him, and it was like steaming too because it was like a cold day.
Yeah,
and he just poured this hot coffee all down the front of him, and Alex Jones like chased him down the sidewalk, and of course he couldn't catch him. Oh man!
But if he could, he'd mess him up.
Yeah,
I just think people hate on Alex Jones because he's done what we all want to do. He's found that niche audience.
Oh, which is huge.
Yeah.
And he's just catering to crazy people.
Yeah.
I mean, crazy people need entertainment too.
Exactly.
You know? Like, granted, it's probably not the smartest thing to do. You get shit like Pizzagate and stuff like that.
But, I mean, Florida Man's going to strike no matter what, if there's an Alex Jones, if there isn't.
Yeah.
It's just Alex Jones get blamed if the Florida Man strikes while he's on the air. You
Right.
know?
People just want a scapegoat, and it happens to be Alex Jones.
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying I agree with anything he says, but he's entertaining. So just like Trump, people hate Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know how you voted in the election. I'm not don't even want to know if you don't want to talk about it. But still, to this day, Trump hasn't let me down. He has been so entertaining, and it's just it's ridiculous that he's getting away with all this stuff. and people are like, we need to impeach him. We need to impeach him. Nobody's going to ever impeach him.
No,
Right.
they're not going to do that.
No, they're not. They can't. He was talking about grab him by the pussy. Should have been a huge red flag right there. Still got voted in.
Mm-hmm.
Still.
Oh yeah, there were
everything,
tons
man.
of red flags that said, "Hey, maybe this isn't a good idea."
Right.
Not having a political side either way, but just
And people still voted for him.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
It's like, really, like after all this, you're still gonna let it slide?
It's like having too
Yeah.
much Halloween candy after you get home from trick-or-treating.
Exactly.
You know your stomach's going to hurt.
Yeah.
But you do it anyway. Yeah.
he's in the White House saying King Kong ain't got shit
on
on
me.
me.
That's
Yeah.
right. Standing on top of an old El Camino or something, banging on his chest. It's just he hasn't let me down.
Mm-hmm.
Like the only reason I voted for him is because he is entertaining.
You like the drama
He
and
pisses
entertainment.
people off, and I love it. I love to see people get their feathers ruffled, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's so just makes me feel good. Every day I see something new pop up on my news feed. I'm just like,
You got something to read.
yep. Got something to entertain me today. What'd he say today? Gotta check them tweets. If Bruce was here, he'd be flipping his wig right now. Like, you're part of the problem. Like, proud to say that I provide all this entertainment.
You're a
for
fascist.
everybody. Fascist.
Yeah, he definitely has provided some content. I mean, especially just
Oh,
the
yeah.
Saturday Night Live stuff
Oh,
alone.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Giving Alec Baldwin a job.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin ought to be like thanking his lucky stars
yeah.
that Trump got.
I think he
elected.
even has a book where it's like a book, so it's not even him impersonating him, but it's like all of like his quotes from Saturday Night Live. So I mean,
He's got a talk show coming out now. Alec Baldwin does.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's another TV show. I think it's called like Our President or something like that, and it's all just tongue in cheek, making fun of Trump.
Oh, like
stuff.
they've done before with the Clintons or the Bushes.
This is like a real show.
Yeah.
It just focuses
Yeah.
on like Trump-esque character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they had on Comedy Central.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
like
because
a
they've
Trump
done a
show
couple
or
of different.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what's funny is that like nobody talks about Alec Baldwin calling his daughter a fat pig or getting kicked off of an airplane because he didn't want to stop playing Scrabble or Words with Friends.
Yeah, Words with Friends.
Like Alec Baldwin's crazy too. Like,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
not forget that.
Oh,
He is
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, as long as he's impersonating Trump, he's a darling child,
He got kicked off a plane because he didn't want to quit playing Words with Friends.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wouldn't turn his
Oh,
cell
wow.
phone off.
Yeah. Because he was playing Words with Friends.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't blame him. I wouldn't turn my
I bet he's
phone
playing
off
with
either.
Trump.
But it is a bullcrap rule. But that's what he was fighting against. But when someone comes by and you're a celebrity and tells you like, hey, you need to turn off your phone.
You turn it off.
Yeah, something should
Yeah.
click in your head like, I'm Alec Baldwin.
This is going to get bad attention.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm going to win this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is not going to end well.
It's a good thing nobody asked him to get up out of his seat.
Yeah.
That would have been ugly.
Yeah.
That would have turned into like Hasselhoff eating a cheeseburger. Really. That was bad.
Oh, speaking of eating, did you guys see like the big meme that's like Justin Bieber's eating the burrito
Yeah,
the wrong way?
he's eating it like from the middle.
Fuck does that?
Nobody.
You know what that reminded me of? Like
What's
the
that?
angle of like this of the Pineapple Express when he's eating the burger, crying.
Oh yeah,
crying on the swing.
the way he's holding it.
The way he's holding it. That's
Yeah.
what that reminded me of.
When I first saw that picture of Bieber, I was like, "Oh my god, he's rolling the biggest joint I've ever seen in my life." And then I read the whole thing. I'm like, "Oh, he's eating a burrito sideways."
Yeah.
Savage.
Yeah.
Who does that?
I think he was just hungry, man.
Yeah, but who does
But
that?
it's like pizza and French fries. You're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah.
Of what?
If you eat a burrito from the middle, there's nothing you could. It's all going to start pouring out the side.
It always pours out the side. It always
Yeah.
pours out the end when you eat it.
But
no
at
matter
least you
what.
have a fighting chance if you have it like gripped from the bottom
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the side.
Yeah, and then you.
Yeah, and you. Well, you don't hold it like
You
this.
even had the hands like if you grip it like.
No, hold on, wait a second now.
Next
Let's
week,
not get fucking crazy.
It's not a shake weight.
next week I'm gonna get some Chipotle or some Hot Heads or something.
You want to do it?
And I'm gonna have Dusty eat it sideways, and then watch him totally fucking ruin that burrito.
I'm gonna do it. I'll do it. I'll
Can't
do
use
it.
a fork.
I won't.
Yeah.
Eat it straight
He's
up
on the
sideways.
park bench. He ain't
Like,
got
like
no
a piece
fork.
of watermelon.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm
Watermelon's the only thing you can eat like that. I'm sorry. Corn on the cob. Maybe.
Cantaloupe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Corn on the
Okay.
cob.
Okay, corn on the cob, watermelon, cantaloupe.
Well, that's the same. It's a melon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a melon.
Banana.
Yeah.
No.
No, banana.
You
Yeah.
do not do
yeah.
that shit. Don't do that.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
That's
to
what
see
I
next
said. I was
week.
like banana. See what happens here.
Just gonna leave this here.
Yeah.
You take the banana to your mouth.
Yeah.
Never mouth to
Yeah.
banana. Yeah, that's just
I'll
the
never
rule.
forget, man.
You ever heard that rule? Yeah, you bring the banana to
Of
your
course.
mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
You never,
You never go down on a banana,
never do that.
even if they're in pajamas.
Especially if they're in pajamas.
Have you ever seen the videos like how dudes eat bananas around other dudes? And he's got like a knife, and he's like cutting it and eating it. And he's looking around, making sure somebody's watching. He cuts another piece off.
Was it like the video of like how to eat a banana around your girl's gay friends or something like that?
Something like that,
Yeah.
So funny, man. So funny.
I'll never forget, man. My first IT job, I was sitting next to a guy. I was like 2 weeks deep into this job, and he's taking a razor knife, and he's like over there eating a banana, and he shaped it into a penis. And all of a sudden, he turns and goes, "Hey!" And starts doing that with it, and I didn't really know this dude, and I'm just kind of like, "Okay," dude. It was the weirdest thing ever.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, "All right," and like, it's funny. One of the other guys walked in and was like, "Hey," because they got Randy went to lunch, and I was like, "Does he do weird stuff like that?" He's like, "Oh, he does weird stuff all the time." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "Why? He's like, "Why? What'd he do?" And I told him. He's like, "Yeah, that's pretty weird." Like, I don't know what he was thinking, but that's what he did.
Craziness, man. Craziness. So I hate to keep going on a tangent here, but this is something that it's been bugging me all week, and I got to bring attention to it. Dusty, you bailed on us, man.
Yeah, I did, because I ain't gonna show up, and there ain't gonna be no fucking tickets to sit down
There
anywhere.
was seats, man.
Yeah.
I knew you wasn't gonna see that movie. Man.
I got the offer.
You didn't even write back.
I got the offer to go skate, so I did that instead.
Man.
At least let a brother know.
Yeah, we were worried.
I had to sit all by myself.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, there was a seat right
that's
next
the
to me.
reason why I didn't go.
But there was a
if you
seat
sit
right
next
next
to
to
me-
because
me.
I knew that was gonna happen.
I needed somebody to sit next
Sorry,
to me.
man.
So what was the movie?
Halloween.
Oh,
Yeah, 2018.
I called him out a couple weeks ago. Like, Dusty hates scary movies. He's not going to go. He's not going to see it. And he was like, I swear I'm going to go see it. And then
It
we
was a
let him know.
shitty time. Like right in the
I
beginning
told you
of the
all
day.
week, man. I told you. It was like,
Dude,
man,
it
we're
was
going-
sold out like all night. I mean, it was practically sold out when we sold at 1.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah,
there,
see,
there
that
were
was
quite
my
a few
thing.
seats there.
There was like, well, I couldn't order them off the phone either. So I was like, I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
my
reserve-
phone was
I
being
ain't
a
gonna
dick.
reserve my seat because I don't know where everybody else is sitting. I'm like, I'm not gonna get down there and sit alone.
Well, we wouldn't let you sit alone, man.
Why you let him sit alone?
Because I had to. I already had my seats.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's
Yeah.
that's why I didn't want to do it.
I did walk in and I was like, man, I was like, Dusty B has to get the seat next to me because I had to get a seat by myself.
Yeah.
And
Sorry,
Jerry was
bro.
like eating popcorn. He was like, man, that sucks.
Yeah.
And I was like,
all right, man.
yeah, it does suck.
Hey, at least I shared my popcorn with you.
You did share your popcorn with me. That was
Sorry,
nice.
bro. I feel bad now.
Yeah.
It's all good, man. It's all, I didn't care. I had my kid next to me. So. But it's all good. It's all good.
I think I'm gonna see mid-90s probably Sunday.
Is that out yet?
Came out.
What is it?
Mid-90s.
Mid-90s.
It's that
the Jonah Hill movie?
Jonah Hill. He
I haven't even heard about
directed it.
this.
It's like a skateboarding movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Looks really
They said
good.
it won a couple of film festivals. Yeah, pretty excited for it.
Looks really good. I'm digging all the trailers for it.
You at least got to send a text, though, man.
Dude, I was at the park, man. My shit was all locked up in the locker.
But at least say, like, I'm going to the park. I'm not going to the movie.
He was planning on not seeing the movie long before we even got there.
When we were making plans.
Yeah, he was like,
No.
yeah, I'm just not
No,
gonna
when
go.
he's like, oh, I can't get it through the app, and I'm sitting there trying to get it through the app. You know what? I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not gonna get down there and not get a seat. It's
But
so
even if
low.
you say, you know what, fuck this, I'm not going to get a seat.
Yeah.
It's better than
I
just not.
but I even said that. I was like, I ain't gonna go down there and not gonna be able to get a seat.
You did say that.
You
So-
did.
But you didn't say you're not going.
I said I'm not gonna get down there
you
and not get a
didn't
seat.
want to go down there and not get a seat.
Yeah, and that's what happened.
Oh man, it's all good. We
I
still
knew I was
love
gonna
you,
catch
man.
hell, but it's cool.
You ghosted us all week.
I mean, it's not like you went to
I
go
was
see the
actually
movie
stupid.
completely without us and then pretend like you.
Yeah, at
saw
least I
with
didn't do
us.
that. Like, see it and not tell us that you
I don't know
saw
what y'all
it.
talking about.
And then
man.
like 4 months later, be like, you know, guys, I did see that
movie
you.
before.
I don't
Yeah.
know what y'all talking about.
Yeah.
Man. Avengers. It's all good though.
Yeah,
We still love you. Always have.
I know. I love you, dudes.
You see any good movies? You like going to the
I
theater?
saw Venom recently.
Oh yeah.
Was that any good?
Was that
Yeah,
good?
it was solid.
Have you seen the new Halloween?
No, I haven't seen
I was
that
going to
yet.
say, was it better than the new Halloween? Because it
No, I haven't.
probably is.
Yeah, I haven't been to too many movies of late. Usually don't go there because, like, when you were talking about reserving your seats,
Yeah, that's a new thing.
baffled me.
Yeah.
I'm like, so you're telling me I could show up to the theater, buy a ticket, and not be able to sit in the seat I want because
You
someone
cannot. Yeah.
called dibs?
Yeah. You can no longer go into a theater
You pick
and
your
scope
seat.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I always did it.
I miss those days.
I do
Yeah.
miss those days
Yeah.
too.
I mean, hopefully, I'd luck out and get one of the ones that aren't already pre-claimed. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Is there
that stinks.
any theater that's not like that?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Danbury, I would think.
Oh, maybe Danbury.
Yeah, because
Well,
I
you
would
can buy
say-
tickets online, but
you
I
can
don't
buy 'em,
think you
but
have
I
to
don't
pick
think you
your
can claim
seat.
the seat at Danbury. Yeah.
I'm going to start going to
They
Danbury.
still
a
use
lot
film
more.
there though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah,
digital.
it's not
Yeah.
digital.
Yeah.
Last
I'm
I
surprised
saw-
they're still around.
I
honestly.
saw a movie there. And
For
like,
$2.25 or $1.50 or something like that. Yeah, they're going to stay around because
Yeah.
people always are going to. Yeah, they'll take the cheap.
Birthday parties still go big there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Really? Who the fuck does a birthday party at a movie theater?
Lots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My daughter went to one.
Really?
It was a long time ago, but yeah.
I mean, I've known like
it was like
going-
Frozen or something
going
like that.
and like meeting some friends
Did you
who
let it
happens
go?
to be their
Mm-hmm.
birthday. I just got that. But no, I actually saw another movie this week.
Oh, what'd you see?
I saw the 50th anniversary of Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, right on.
I saw that on Wednesday night, man.
Yeah.
Took my boys. They were super stoked. We're standing in the elevator, and some guy's like, yep, going to the movies. And my oldest boy was like, yep, we're going to go see Night of the Living Dead. It's in black and white. It's going to be awesome.
is that the levy?
Yeah, it was only, only one around here was at the Levy. But yeah, it was really cool, man.
That's awesome.
I don't think they kept pushing the whole 4K thing, but I don't think it was in 4K. It didn't. Like
The clip that they showed in the theater was like pretty sharp looking.
yeah, but I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
it still looked good. I'd never seen it on the big screen before, and I was super excited to see it. And I thought, like, I could just get up and go to the bathroom or get a refill on my drink. Fuck no, I was sending the kids. I was like, man, I can't leave the theater.
Did you send the kids to get
It's a
it?
classic. Hell yeah, that's awesome. They didn't care. They've seen the movie, not as much as I have, but they didn't care. They get up.
Wasn't it
and-
like only like a 1 week thing that they were
It was only
doing?
2 nights. It was Wednesday night and Thursday night. And surprisingly, like when we went and saw Ghostbusters, there was like us and like maybe 4 or 5 people.
You're talking about Ghostbusters
The
in the
original
80s. Yeah,
Ghostbusters, yeah. But when we saw Night of the Living Dead, it was actually kind of full. Like,
Yeah.
It wasn't like packed, but I mean, there was quite a nice turnout, man.
Yeah, that is the weird thing about that. When they show the old movies,
Yeah.
it'll be a hit or miss. Like you
Yeah.
said, I mean, there's sometimes you're looking around and you're the only one there, and then there are other times and it's got a huge turnout.
Yeah.
Like I ended up going years ago when they did Nightmare Before Christmas. They re-released that during the holiday seasons.
What was it packed?
Once I went, it was packed, and another time I went, and it was me and like 2 other people, and then they decided, because they weren't into the claymation, they ended up going to the other, picking another movie and just wandered off
wow.
there. So it was just me.
Did you? So you saw it by yourself?
Oh yeah, I was saying, yeah. They're like, no, since no one else is here, we're gonna go watch. you go. I want to see this.
Do you see movies by yourself a lot?
Oh, I
Occasionally.
yeah, I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had never had been to a movie by myself until I went and saw Avengers.
Without us.
Damn it.
But the only other movie that I've ever watched by myself, and I'm not all that ashamed of this, was 50 Shades Freed.
Oh my god.
Oh, you saw that in the theater?
I saw that in theaters by myself.
You Pee Wee Herman'd it.
I did. It was nice.
Yeah.
But no, like I thought it was going to be a lot more awkward. You know, being like one of the only dudes by themselves in that theater. But it wasn't too bad.
Was there like a lot of like older like ladies?
Yeah,
like cougars.
Typical crowd you'd think you'd see in a movie like that.
Yeah.
I went to Deadpool by myself.
Did you?
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah,
The original Deadpool.
Deadpool.
I think we saw that, and he couldn't go, so he went like the next day.
Yeah.
didn't he?
Yeah, it was the day of that snowstorm. I went into the theater, everything was fine. I came out and it was hell.
Yeah.
We went and saw it. We thought it was 3D, so we had 3D glasses on.
Oh my god.
But like 15 minutes of the movie, Jerry goes, "Dude," I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Nobody's wearing your 3D glasses." All of a sudden, I kind of lean over. I'm like, "They're not." Then we take our glasses off. We're like, "Yeah, this ain't in 3D." Dude, it was great.
Good times, man.
Yeah.
Good times.
It was good.
But yeah, like I'm with you. I thought it was going to be like an awkward experience, and I sat in and I was like, no, I'm actually like almost more comfortable that I was by myself.
The only thing I missed was like how when we go see a movie, we like lean over and we're like, "Oh my god, did you see that?"
Exactly.
You know,
That's the only
that's what
downside
made
to it.
That's what made it kind of sucky.
Yeah.
Except for during when I saw 50 Shades Freed, I didn't want to lean over and say nothing to nobody. You know?
You should have like whispered like really awkward stuff.
I don't
to the
sound
person
queer or
by you.
nothing, but this is really hot.
Did she just do
Did you see
that?
the other movies? I've seen them.
Is it steaming here? Is it just me?
Are you married, James?
Yeah, 10 years.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Man. Congratulations. My anniversary's coming up here on the 28th.
Oh, nice.
It'll be, gosh.
8 years.
It'll be 8 years. Yeah, thank you, Dusty. Jamie, Google that and see how long I've been married.
That's crazy. I know that.
But no, my whole...
How'd you propose?
I actually got proposed to.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's one of the
nice.
few.
When I got with my
A
wife...
legend.
Yeah, when I originally got with my wife, she was very adamant about, she was still married at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Not like she was separated, but she wasn't like still together. But she
I know
was
what you
still
mean,
legally
yeah.
married. And I asked her out on a date, and she made it very clear from the get go. She's like, "Look, I'll go on dates with you. We'll hang out. We'll be friends. But that's all I want it to be. I just want to be friends." So that's kind of how I looked at it for the longest time. I was like, okay, cool. I'm dating, my best friend. And it got to a point where I guess she wanted to put a ring on it. So she did. Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah, she... what was that?
I said cockering.
To each their own. Yeah, to each their own. But no, we had made plans to go back to where we had our first date. And
Was it Olive Garden?
no, it was Chart House
Okay.
down on the river. Back with my buddy Dennis, the wine guy.
Yeah.
When he was still the manager down there, she set it all
Did
up.
you take her into the bathroom?
No,
Is that a thing?
I don't know. Is it a thing?
Oh.
I don't know.
Isn't that the joke?
What? You take her to the bathroom?
Yeah.
I don't know that joke.
Yes, you do. Remember that you asked the girl at Hooters, like, you look like the girl I ran the bathroom.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Okay. Now I know what you're talking about. But no, didn't take her to the bathroom.
All right.
But no, she set it all up. Had them bring out like the dessert plate. It said written in chocolate syrup, "Will you marry me?"
Oh,
It was
that's
it was
sweet.
really sweet. Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Was it sweet? Like, did it taste sweet?
Yeah, the dessert was phenomenal. It was delicious. Yeah, I got to lick the plate clean. It was good. But yeah, that's how I got proposed. How did you propose?
Oh, the Renaissance Fair. How they recently that's going on. Oh,
Did you put the ring on a big turkey leg?
No, I like that.
You got to put it in the turkey leg.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that she bites it.
Exactly. No, I borrowed one of the knight's outfits, one of the metal suits.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Was that thing hot as shit?
Yes, it was.
Heavy.
I bet it was. Yeah.
And it was around the same time. Oh gosh, so it was an extra weird experience. we were having the side effects of one of the hurricanes was hitting up, and then we ended up having the blackout. Oh, that was about 11, 12 years ago.
Big
now.
windstorm.
Yes, the big windstorms. Yeah, the porta potties are getting knocked over and all that.
Wow.
And I'm wearing knight's armor and proposing.
At least when you kneeled down, you didn't get your knee in like some porta potty
shit.
No,
garbage.
none of that stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What was it like? Did you have like people like surrounding you, like helping you in like a big production?
Oh no, originally not. Originally it was just me and my squire, because I don't blame them. They probably just were worried I was going to steal the. They're like, you go with him since he's and they're like, oh, he's going to help you. I'm like, no, you just don't want me to take your stuff, and I don't blame you. Yeah, because if
I
a
can
random
imagine
person,
they're not cheap.
No,
Yeah.
oh gosh, no, they got to be quite expensive. Yeah, because it was heavy, and it was the guys who do the actual jousting, so they're really into it. Yeah, it's not. I mean, that's one of the neat things about the Renaissance Fair is you have those fans of it that are just a little too into it
Right.
and know that they have spent hundreds of dollars on their outfits or thousands of dollars. But yeah, they let me borrow it, so I go over to because we were at the Mud Show. And I tell her,
Kinky.
yeah, I'm gonna go use the restroom. So
This bud's making me go to shit.
exactly. So I tell her that.
Was it mud or porta potty slush?
Exactly. So I tell her that I'm going to go do that, and by about the end of the show is by the time I got back, because it took a while to get in the outfit, and so she was
Man, he
texting.
really got to poop.
Probably sitting there going, man. Maybe I shouldn't have had that turkey leg now.
Exactly. She's texting me, she's like, hey, where are you at? That kind of thing. But I'm ignoring him because I don't want to give it away.
Yeah.
So
Right.
she comes out, the squire goes over and tells her the knight wants to see you, and then, of course, dropped to one knee, and it was nice.
Aww.
Could have really taken the opportunity to treat the squire like shit, especially since you know that he's like
Exactly.
just along for the thing, but they're like, boy, come here,
Exactly, because he has
lay
to put
down
up
your
with it.
shirt so I do not get my knee muddy, boy.
Yeah.
I would have been like, Squire, fetch me my wench. That'd have been me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of
You just see me
opportunities
on
there.
the 10 o'clock news, like, local man gets hauled out of Renaissance Festival.
Screaming at a squire. Don't let them do this. Oh, that's cool. You a fan of the Renaissance Fest? It was like a
Not too
yearly
much.
thing.
She's
Oh, okay.
really into it.
Oh, okay.
I like
A lot of girls are into
They
it.
do.
they?
The
Yeah.
ladies get into it big time.
Do you go on like a Highland weekend or what?
Yeah, usually we'll go on that kind of thing.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yes.
I know they do themes like every
Exactly.
weekend.
Yeah, they have a
Barbarian
pirate
Invasion.
theme, and
I like to do
Time
the pirate.
Travelers.
No,
weekend.
Yeah.
that's the one I would want to go
Yeah.
to. Yeah.
or the
Science
Viking or Norseman weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have some really some creative costumes.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
outfits. Mhm.
That's cool.
I got to give it up to those people who do like, and not just the Renaissance Fair people, but anybody who does cosplay, because that takes so much time
And dedication.
and dedication. I couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like stitching something together and be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go buy a costume.
And dude, like all the stuff they put together.
I know,
It's like
some of
the
them are
stuff,
really
it's like,
good,
what?
man.
Like what was that? It's not Transformers, but what's the other one where they're like machines? They're like robots. I can't remember the name of
Terminator?
it. Some anime show.
Gundam.
Yes, Gundam.
Yeah.
And I was watching a couple of them on YouTube, and a whole group went as like a big Gundam thing. I'm like, dude, that's awesome. They look really, really cool.
That
too.
is really cool.
Did you see the Halloween costumes of the kids as Transformers?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, those are cool.
were
That
good.
Where
was
they
cool.
kind of like kneel down. And
Yeah,
turn
and they
into cars.
like legit
Yeah,
look
can
like cars.
yeah, they really do transform.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are amazing.
Yeah.
I got to give it up to those people, man.
I am
couldn't
much
do
more
it.
into the theatrics. Like that's why I was like, you miss or there's an opportunity to treat the squire
Exactly,
like
to
shit.
take it over the
I
top.
love the role play of it. Yeah.
So I'm learning a lot about you. Today.
He loves roleplay.
Yeah.
And in the mud.
Yeah.
School teacher thing, man. Did give away.
Did give away.
Big giveaway.
Hey, ribs with this dude.
But yeah, I love like they have like jesters that'll actually go out and
Exactly.
insult people.
Oh, yeah,
And yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and they really do. They do such a great job up there. I mean, they have such a wide variety of shows and different things that you can get involved with and interact with. And actually, they're a really great organization because I end up working with Florence, the city of Florence. They'll do that Easter event, at the Florence Freedom, and it's never in conjunction with the Freedom, which is always kind of confused me because the city of Florence, it's their thing, not the Florence Freedom's thing. But yeah, and we will have usually a booth either for Premier MMA, who I've worked with in the past, or the River Monsters, or different organizations, or like the next one we're probably going to do it with Appliance Factory, and we'll have a booth there. And the Renaissance Fair will have people register, and they'll win tickets to the Renaissance Fair.
Oh, okay.
Which is really nice.
That's cool.
What's it cost to get in the Renaissance Fair?
I don't know.
It's like in the 20s.
Yeah, it's in the 20s.
It's up there.
I would love to go and take my kids, but I haven't been in so long.
But that's the bad thing about it is you got to pay to get in, but like every other thing pretty much separate.
Everything costs.
Money.
Yeah. There is nothing that doesn't except for the shows.
Yeah. They have like the Iron Throne up there. I know, like they have like a model of it, but I wonder how long it'll be before they actually go out and do like Game of Thrones weekend.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
They need to.
Yeah, they really should.
I'm surprised they haven't.
I know.
At this point,
6 or 7
probably
seasons?
like copyright stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they could call it something else.
Yeah,
though.
they would. Yeah.
The Throne weekend or something. Yeah.
Exactly.
But I'm sure there's people that go and cosplay from that show.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there is.
So I mean, like,
I know, but I'm sure they
extra
probably
step.
can't like make props for like people to take pictures with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean they have the Iron Throne there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and it looks like straight up the Iron Throne. Yeah. But yeah, I'd like to see like the mountain, like the gladiator fight with the. Well, you never watch the show, and you never watch the show.
I know who the mountain is.
Hey, okay. How can you say I've never watched the show?
You watched the last season.
We watched the last season together, man. Like 3 or 4 episodes of the first season. Good show though.
Yeah. But the mountain fights a guy, but like you could do gladiator battles, like the trial by combat kind of thing.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
I'd only be for that if like the loser got eaten by a lion or something.
I mean,
That'd
just
be cool.
special effects. I mean, it would be do it on the level that you can afford it. But yeah, you could do it.
That'd be awesome.
That would be cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
Has Rick died in The Walking Dead yet?
No, he's got I think 1 episode left.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think they'll kill him, or he'll just leave the show?
I think he's just gonna go off.
Yeah.
Because why kill off the main guy? Are you a Walking Dead fan? You watch Walking Dead? How do you think it's going to happen? Do you think he's just going to leave? You think they're going to kill him?
Unfortunately, I think they're going to kill him.
You think they're going to kill him?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that makes more sense to leave it open by having him leave and then have
kind of like how I don't know if you watch Fear the Walking Dead too. How Morgan kind of did like the crossover where he left the regular Walking Dead and went on to Fear the Walking Dead.
Exactly.
If, like just have it where he goes to do something else, but not kill him off, and then just not have his show. And then if he wants to come back, give him his own show all over again. And then,
I think it's like the stupidest idea in the world to leave that show.
Well, he's missing out on like his kids, man. Because I mean, he lives in England.
Yeah.
And he comes over here and he works like 8 months out of the year.
But it's not like he's not going to work. I mean, he's Rick, That's why
he's that guy that's always going to be known as Rick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, he's typecast.
Yeah.
So once you give this up, you're pretty much
he's
retiring.
Yeah.
He probably himself.
Well, that's the reason why you bring the family with you. I mean, it's not like they're not making great money.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, how much an episode? Probably in the millions. Yeah. So you can afford that second house in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Just bring them along.
Yeah.
For real. That's like this show, Riverdale. Like, I loved it. I love the show. It's trash. But I love it. And I'm like, I really hope that none of these guys... Because I worry that... Because they're Archie, Veronica, Jughead, and Betty.
Right.
And, like, they can't recast it. They're kind of, like, set in place right now. Like, well, anyway, I'm going to get into geeking out about the show. But I'm like, you guys stay Riverdale until the show ends. Like, don't leave it. Yeah. I think it's stupid when anybody leaves a show.
Yeah. I don't like it either.
Yeah, but...
Well, I mean, it's worked with The Walking Dead. The one fellow's doing The Punisher.
Yeah.
And
John Bernthal.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well,
but he was only in, the first 3 seasons?
First 2.
2 seasons.
Yeah,
and then
he died in the end of the second one.
Another one that was in the early seasons, Merle from
Guardians of the Galaxy.
He was huge with that.
Well, he was big before, though. Michael Rooker. I mean, he was in Mallrats.
Right.
He did, Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer.
Mallrats.
He done tons. Yeah. He was Mr. Svenning.
That's right.
The dance.
Yeah, about shaking the handshake.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, would you like a chocolate-covered pretzel? Yeah.
I'm a man who believes one good turn deserves another.
Yeah.
He's like licking his finger.
That was him. I mean, he was already established when he got on that show.
Right, but like the Rick, the other guy with the long hair, Daryl.
But
Yeah,
Daryl
Norman
was in
Reedus.
Boondock Saints.
He was already established.
Right, but I mean,
Yeah.
like once he leaves The Walking Dead, like once The Walking Dead's over, there's probably not going to be like another big thing for him like that.
He did other movies besides like Boondock Saints. He
He was
like,
an 8mm
yeah.
for like 5
Right.
minutes.
Yeah,
But
he
now
also did
it's-
like other like he does like all like not mobster but like gangster like robbing type movies. He did
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
I can't remember the name of the movie.
The Nines or something? Wasn't that what it's called or something?
Yeah, it was like the cop movie who robbed
Yeah.
the cops that robbed banks and stuff like that.
Yeah, I can't remember if we watched that or
It was
not.
like it's like the code for like a cop down. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, I can't think what it's called.
Yeah.
now.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But I know what you mean. Once they've done such a big thing, you get used to them
Right.
in that role. Yeah.
Yeah. Like there should be like 10 Napoleon Dynamite movies.
There should be.
There really should. But like it's
Yeah.
like that guy
It
didn't
should
want
be
to
a
keep...
mini-series.
Yeah.
They actually did make a cartoon series out of it.
I know because but that was years and years later.
Yeah.
And it's like the guy didn't want to keep being Napoleon Dynamite. He didn't want to be typecast, but guess what?
You are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're Napoleon Dynamite, man.
Even when he was in that movie,
In
the
with the
Bench
baseball
Warmers,
movie, he was still like
he
Napoleon
was
Dynamite.
Napoleon Dynamite with
Yeah.
like a slight
yeah.
change, you know. So,
But yeah, they could have really done more with that story. But I bet that's what it was. He didn't want to keep being Napoleon
you know,
Dynamite.
if I was on a TV show and I was worried about being typecast as that kind of character, as long as the money kept rolling in,
Yeah.
you can typecast me all day long.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, just keep signing in paychecks, man.
That's why I think like Rick leaving the show is just.
Well, maybe he's made so much money he doesn't need to work anymore.
Mhm.
Oh, he's made bank, man.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the show has slipped in the ratings a
yeah.
lot. But so like follow it out. Like
Yeah.
why give up the paycheck? If there's 2 seasons left of that show, 2 more years.
Yeah, why give it up?
Yeah.
You've already
Yeah,
been
I mean,
this
if
far.
it's getting near the end anyway. I mean, it's not like it can go on forever.
Exactly.
Right.
Because worst case scenario, the zombies are going to start to fall apart, and there won't be any zombies left.
I keep saying, like, how are there still zombies? I've always wondered it. How are there still alive?
That's what gets me about like the comic books. Like the comic books are way far ahead as far compared to the show. But like in the comic books, like when they started to like go north where it would get cold, like they would freeze, and then like the heat, like you think like they would rot a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, the original zombies definitely should be gone. I mean, it should only be some of the ones that have, died more recently. Say,
Yeah.
I mean, because
And
that's
then
the weird
can't
thing
be
about.
that many left.
Yeah, to die. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way 28 Days Later ended. Was
they all just gone.
They starved to
They
death.
starved to
Yeah.
death.
Yeah.
Yeah. We actually got a comment here on the YouTube. Fan Jericho, she says Andrew Lincoln actually wants to direct the next season of The Walking Dead. I haven't heard that,
Oh, okay.
but I don't see why he would want to quit being an actor to go back home just to come back
Back
and
to do
direct.
directing.
Yeah.
It seems like directing would be way harder than acting.
Yeah.
I mean, you're still there while everybody else is doing their acting gigs.
And your legacy is going down as Rick the cop, not Rick the director.
Yeah.
It's like Alan Alda with MASH. I mean, everyone thinks of him as the character, not the director.
Right. Yeah.
That was a show I never could get into. Was MASH.
I like the
Yeah.
movie. I saw the movie a bunch of times, but not the show.
I just knew when MASH came on, it was time to go to bed. When you hear that music, it was time to go to bed. Man. That was the signal in my house.
Speaking of shows, though, have you guys watched The Haunting of Hill House?
I've heard a lot of good things about it.
So good.
But I
It's
haven't.
not really horror. Don't watch it for the horror.
Right.
But it's a good story.
I heard it's like got a lot of like details like in the background, things that you won't catch if you just kind of watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you would watch any other show. You got to really pay attention,
Yeah.
which kind of makes me like go, ooh,
Yeah, yeah.
I want to watch that.
I want to watch Ozarks.
Ozarks. Yeah, I heard that
I
show's
heard
really
that's
good.
good too.
Yeah. It's got, what's his name?
Ah.
What is his name? He was in,
Is it Arrested Development? Is it that? Not
Yeah.
Jason Bateman? Jason Bateman?
yeah.
Is he
Jason
the main
Bateman.
guy?
Yeah.
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 I like Jason Bateman.
Me too.
He's cool. I liked him as Teen Wolf back in the day.
Oh,
Teen
hell
Wolf
yeah.
2.
Teen Wolf
Hey,
2.
Oh, yeah.
You know the original show that he's from?
Growing Pains?
Little
Not
House on the
Growing
Prairie.
Oh.
Was he on
He's a
Little
little
House?
boy in Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, wow.
Was it his sister? His sister was on a show. Justine Bateman. I can't remember.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does sound familiar.
Yeah.
Yep, he was the little boy in Little House on the Prairie.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
people are trying to like boycott Little House on the Prairie now. They're saying it's all like racist and stuff like that. It's like, it's not racist. That's just
It's
how
a
people
peer-
were back in the day.
exactly.
Well, it's like Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
The guy was like, I ain't gonna sit with all them
those darkies.
The darkies, yeah. I ain't gonna sleep with all them darkies. And I was like 10 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, get it, Rockstar.
I mean, that's,
It's a period piece.
It is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if that's the worst that you're going to phrase it, be happy.
Yeah,
Because if they're
exactly.
trying to be accurate, which that's what they usually are trying to do with those type of games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
no, a lot
yeah,
worse.
yeah, way worse.
they're hitting the authenticity right on the head there,
Yeah.
man. At least it's not modern day. It could be like really bad.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if like somebody made like a modern day like time piece about like this whole like the last like say 2-3 years? How just horrible it would be. It'd be like it'd be like,
Well, you
man,
mentioned the Grand Theft Auto 5. I mean,
Yeah.
that thing is...
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty brutal too.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love Trevor.
Yeah.
He was on Walking Dead too.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he played one of the bad guys.
Oh.
So
Trevor
I don't know.
did?
yeah,
Really?
yeah, played Simon. He was like Negan's right hand man, who Negan ultimately killed him. But you know, it's
Is
either
that
here or there.
the guy that skateboarded? Who was that
no,
guy?
that was Dwight.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know what his real name was.
Yeah. Did he die?
No, they just let him go.
Oh, really?
They were like, if we ever see you again, we're going to kill you.
Oh, wow.
Dwight who?
Dwight around your lips. So, question I had, you were talking about MMA earlier. Where's a good place to watch MMA? Because we and Dusty, we love watching MMA, but we don't know any places around here that
best
do
place
it.
around here is in Covington, Kentucky. It's baseball themed. I'm trying to think of
Hits.
Bleachers?
hits. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
hits. It's hits.
My
'Cause
son had practiced there a few
Premier
times.
MMA performs there. Billy Donovan, great guy, excellent businessman. Used to work with Absolute Action MMA with Dr.
Yeah.
Bertel, and they would do that at BB&T Arena.
Yeah.
And at one point, they had also worked with Kerry, who did Turf Wars. Well, anyway, now
I watched Turf Wars.
Turf Wars
'Cause it
was a
at
lot of fun.
Turfway, right?
Yeah, Turfway Racetrack.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is sometimes they'd have it inside, sometimes they'd have it outside.
Yeah.
Well, the great thing with Premier MMA, it's down at Hits now, it was at the Radisson, which was kind of interesting because right below the revolving restaurant was our locker rooms on floor 16, so that was always kind of fun, got a great view and all. But yeah, when they moved over to Hits, it's been doing great. I mean, it's added more seats, so of course more people can attend, and they have a wide variety of top-notch fighters. They've had a couple guys that have been very close to going UFC, and then they've had some that have been in the UFC and that have come back to Premier MMA.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So yeah, that's a really great organization. Tickets are pretty reasonable. I mean, don't get me wrong. When I tell you MMA ticket prices are reasonable, it's because or they're reasonable compared to MMA prices. MMA is just always going to be more expensive. Same with
for
boxing.
sure.
Oh yeah, it's going to be
Yeah.
$30, $40, $50 for a cheap ticket.
Yeah.
Which is weird because you think, oh, well, I go to a baseball game for $10. Well, yeah, because you go to a baseball game that there are hundreds of them, or 81 in a year at home, and you have how many thousand fans that can fit in the venue. So they can
Right.
sell some tickets for $10, and they can sell the other tickets for $200. With the MMA, they're going to have 2,000 to 5,000 fans usually Billy has, so of course they're going to have more consistent ticket prices because there's not as dramatic of a difference between sitting in the nosebleeds and sitting in the Diamond Club with the Reds as there is sitting in row 5 and then row 25 at Premier MMA.
Yeah. I've seen Turf Wars a couple times. That was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
Turf Wars is really nice. And the cool thing with Premier MMA, it's on Fit TV, I believe it is. No, Fight TV. Fight TV.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can pull that up, or fight.net or fight.com.
Didn't Matt Serra show up to one of these?
Yeah, they've had some really neat ones show up. I think Rich Franklin showed up,
Yeah.
a couple different ones like
Yeah,
that.
'cause I thought Matt Serra came up because he likes to him and Dana White go out and recruit guys for the UFC
Yeah.
for their YouTube channel.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I could have swore I thought they showed up here locally and got a couple guys.
That's
or
a possibility. Yeah, I was going to say, no, Chris Curtis was one that they were looking at pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah, him, and let's see, what's the other one? Ron Killingfields was another one that UFC had looked at because Ron had fought at every level. I mean, you name it, he's fought somebody from that promotion before. Actually, the really cool
His
thing...
name is actually Killing Fields?
Well, it's Ron Fields, his nickname is.
I was
Yeah.
like, that's like the best
Best
name
name
ever.
ever.
Yeah,
Actually, no, the best name ever for MMA, and he doesn't do MMA, he hosts the UC Bearcat show with me on the Grueling Truth Radio Network, is Mark Fightmaster. His last name actually is Fightmaster. I'm like, wow.
That's cool.
But yeah, like I was saying about Ron had actually fought at the Playboy Mansion.
Oh, wow.
Intentionally, not like, he was there and there was the scuffle broke out. No, like Hugh Hefner paid to have them come in and perform.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was a really.
I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I had a little stint in MMA too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I fought in a Waffle House parking lot once.
There you go.
Yeah.
You fought against Kid Rock, didn't you?
Yeah, it was brutal. But no, I don't know. I always joke and say, yeah, I'm training to become a cage fighter. But I don't know if I could do it, man. Like, how those dudes get out there and just like hit each other in the face, and then like hug each other afterwards.
Right.
Yeah, that is the craziest part.
I know,
because you'll see them before the fights. They'll be in their own separate corners or their own separate locker room,
and they're like yelling and cussing at each other, like throwing.
Exactly, they're going nuts.
Yeah,
but then afterwards, everybody hugs.
They're just like
at least 90% of the time. I mean, a couple times,
huge respect thing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
a couple times a guy climbs over the cage, jumps down the crowd.
Right on
but that's on the rarity. I mean, you said, it's more of a respect thing, and it's more. Yeah, they do it so well.
Yeah.
Where you see in other sports where they're still angry after the game.
Yeah, usually non-violent sports.
Yeah,
too,
exactly.
So
they didn't get
baseball.
They
or
didn't
something.
get it out, man.
Yeah. But with MMA, you get in there, you get it out, and usually you say nothing but good things about your opponent at the end. It's not because, like you said, you have to respect the fact that they were willing to get in there. They were willing to, risk it all. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's so funny when athletes that don't fight try to fight. Because it's so bad.
Oh, yeah, with
so bad.
basketball.
Like celebrity boxing.
Baseball.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I wouldn't want to have been at the Malice at the Palace. Ron Artest swinging on the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't want to be in that.
I
wouldn't want to be in that scene.
But,
most of them.
Yeah.
When, what was it, Alonzo Mourning fought the Knicks, and Van Gundy's holding out his leg and getting drugged across the court. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Or like when football players get mad, they start pushing each other. Like,
exactly.
dude, you got pads and a helmet on. What are you doing?
Oh, that's the best is when they punch the helmet.
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
What are you doing?
It's not going to do anything.
The helmet has no feelings. Man.
Exactly. Or they'll take. Actually, what is fun is semi-pro ball. Don't go because it's going to be high quality football. Don't go because whatever reasons.
Is there such thing as high quality football anymore?
Yes.
You can't even sack a quarterback at the NFL.
I agree with you on that. But no, I mean, like the NFL, obviously they're running the correct plays and they're usually doing the right things. They're usually staying in their lanes. They know what they're doing. Semi-pro is great because, and it's around the area, they usually kind of know what they're doing, but not really. And they were that ex-athlete that, either did play college ball or played high school ball and miss it. And they do it, it's like a rec league kind of thing, because they call it semi-pro. So it makes it sound like they're getting paid, but no. They're not.
I had a couple buddies that did
they
that.
get into so many fights. That's the best part. That's why you go to semi-pro games. Because you go to a semi-pro game where there's going to be a fight, and a game might accidentally break out, but usually there's more fight than game.
Like Cincinnati Falcons, I think there was such a thing. Yeah, I had buddies that played with them, and but that's like they're like old. You got older guys and you got younger guys.
Exactly, and you got the guys. They just all take it way too serious.
Yeah,
they're under the belief, and this is the favorite part about it, that someone's going to see them, like a scout is going to show up, and they're going to go, yeah, that's it. We want you on the Bengals. Yeah. We're sorry we missed you, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And we totally need
maybe
you.
like practice squad.
Exactly.
Like water cups or something.
Shoot, even that would make them thrilled.
Yeah.
But they ain't even getting that. But
I think when the Bengals scout players, like I think the number one thing they look for is like the police record. Like if it's 4 or 5 pages long. Well, they want them signing on that line.
when they drafted Mixon, they had to like come out with like a thing, like didn't they? Remember they had to come out with like, oh, we're sorry about what all he's done, but he's a pretty good player.
Exactly, we're getting him in the 3rd round. Yeah, that was kind of their excuse. They're like, well, we don't condone what he did.
But we got him.
But he's in the 3rd round. Yeah,
he's a hell of a ball player.
He should have been a 1st rounder. We're getting him for this. Yeah, we're getting a good deal.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I want to say, a sport that's not really a fighting sport, but a lot of fights break out. Hockey.
Yeah,
I love to see a good hockey
NASCAR.
fight. No,
you ever seen their fights?
No, They throw their keys at
so
somebody.
Yeah, keys, or they throw the helmet.
Yeah, they're so
they
bad.
just, oh yeah, they have.
They're the worst.
That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, hockey for sure. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and that's because NASCAR, they're all freaking tiny.
Yeah,
they're like
Yeah.
jockeys.
fit in those
Yeah,
cars. Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, if you see a normal-sized person do NASCAR, they look like they're a beast compared to them. Yeah, because
Bet
the last
nobody
couple,
tries to fight them.
yeah, the last couple of years, been over in Kentucky Speedway and a couple other venues, but mostly Kentucky Speedway. And yeah, going down there and meeting some of those guys, and like you said, I mean, they're
5'2".
yeah, they're literally like jockeys.
Yeah. It's like Jeff Gordon. He's like 5'2",
Yeah.
5'3". His
Exactly.
wife's super
Little
tall.
guy.
Yeah, like 140 pounds.
Yeah, he ain't
Soaking
very
wet.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And them dudes sit on top of steering wheels when they race. Like they're, it's not like back here. And
No.
It's not like all the way back here. They're literally like driving like this.
Exactly.
It's like, I don't know how they do it, man. It's crazy.
I wouldn't want to sit that close to the steering wheel
I
going
wouldn't.
that fast.
Heck
Actually,
Screw that.
funny story with the NASCAR and all. We did we covered it this year, and also at the event was Donnie Baker.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
And so they told us we could ride along one of the NASCAR cars. And we get up there, and Donnie's already in it, and one of his assistants is in it, and they have someone driving for him.
State law.
Yeah. And so there was one open seat. So, of course, I'm like, well, shoot, I'm hopping in here. Heck with asking, I'm going. So I get in there, and Donnie the whole time is just running his routine, you know, about being on the skirt of the track and grabbing whoever's skirt. Oh, he was hilarious. But it was funny because when I get in, he doesn't know who I am. So he's doing his introductions because the whole time he's doing a podcast while he was doing his stick and or doing a YouTube video or something like that. And he's like, yeah, one of the NASCAR officials got in the car. And I'm like thinking to myself, I'm not going to say anything because the second I do, I'm going to be the one getting ripped on for the next 3 laps. So if he wants to think I'm an official, let him.
Yeah. I don't think I would have said anything either.
Yeah,
Just let him think whatever.
Just let him go with it, yeah.
Yeah. Probably went better along with whatever kind of video he was doing.
Oh, it was great. Yeah. He was, I mean, just rambling on about, like you said, the state law and all his
Tell
other.
it straight to his face.
Exactly. Yep.
Tell him straight to her face. I don't care. Yeah, I love Donnie Baker.
I do too.
Lori Graves works a lot with Donnie Baker.
Oh, really?
Remember we had Lori Graves
Yeah,
on the
that's-
show
that
when Bruce was
a
on?
while ago.
Yeah, she does a lot with him now.
That's cool.
Does a lot of stuff up in like Chillicothe and stuff. Pretty cool, man. Small world. Small world. Well, I think we're going to get out of here, man. Tell everybody where they can find you, man.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Check us out on the gruelingtruth.net. And we're on Spreaker, iHeartRadio. We're on most of the major platforms.
iTunes, Stitcher, all that good stuff.
And then another thing I do want to offer your listeners, I work with Appliance Factory and Mattress Warehouse. We're now over in Eastgate. We're going to be putting in a location in Florence sometime in the next year or so. We don't have an exact date.
You move into that one?
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's a no-brainer. The second I get a chance, I want to be back home in Kentucky. But, yeah, if your fans stop in and ask for James Ernest, I'll get them a good deal and get them a nice low price. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to advertise discounts over, the media. But they, if you stop in and ask for James, we'll take care of you. And
James is your man. He'll hook you up.
so definitely, check us out on the gruelingtruth.net. We cover all the major sports in the area. And check us out at Appliance Factory.
Good deal, man.
Right
Well,
on.
James, thanks for coming on,
Welcome.
man.
My
It's
pleasure.
been a blast. I know it's probably a little different than what you're used to.
It is
A
definitely a little
unorthodox, a little out of the box.
But that makes it more fun.
It
Yeah.
does. It does. It really does, man.
Yeah, I was going to say, our shows are more of a one-on-one where, I ask them a question and then they ramble on for a while. I mean, some of them, can go really into detail, which is great.
It's
Because
a good thing Jay
you get
Armstrong doesn't
paragraphs.
do sports.
Yeah. You're ranting the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
First time we had him on, what was it like 4 hours?
It was like a
my
4-hour
God.
rant.
God, he just
Yeah.
wouldn't,
Yeah, it was.
he wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off, man.
No
Go
worries.
ahead.
But, yeah, I mean, they'll go on and they'll give you, like, detail and insight because we have a lot of authors or we do have a lot of the MMA fighters. And just learning what goes into the process of it, what goes into the training is really a lot of fun.
Cool.
Right on, man.
We've been talking about maybe having an MMA show, like watching the fights and doing one. So if
Actually,
we ever
yeah,
do
I can. We can get
stop
that.
by. We can do that sometime.
Yeah, I was
That'd be
going to
cool.
say I can get with Billy, and I'm sure he would love to do something with you on
Heck
that.
yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of work, folks. All right, we are going to get out of here, though. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in on YouTube. I know the 3-month ban was kind of rough for you guys, but hey, you caught us over on Facebook Live, so that worked out for everybody. But hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. Hit us up on the iTunes, the Stitcher, or any of the podcatcher apps out there. You can find us on there. I thought you had something to say.
No, you're good.
Oh, I thought you were like signaling me.
No.
But all right, that is going to be us. Thanks again to our special guest, James Ernest, for coming on. Check out the gruelingtruth.net. Be sure to also hit up KYHBB.com. You can check us out and all the other podcasts that we do, such as the I Seen It movie reviews. We did the Halloween.
Yeah.
We ripped that one a new asshole. You can also see some older shows that we've done. We've done the Serial Vapist, the Out of Step podcast with our friend Jay Armstrong, and also the Shit I Shouldn't Say podcast. Great podcast. We haven't done one in a while. Schedules have been kind of conflicting, but be on the lookout for some. We got some more coming your way. Let's get the hell out of here, fellas.
Cool.
I'm your host, Jerry Saylor.
I'm left where it's a little bit dust to be.
Shelby Friendly.
James Ernest, Grueling Truth.
There you go. We are out.
So, did they hook you up with the movie tickets for doing the reviews?
No.
Oh,
we were
yeah.
doing,
I was going to say, there's got to be a company.